Unmuted and we are live. So welcome ladies and gentlemen. We are here with Mr. Madinho and we will be casting the semi-final, the first semi-final for BSL GosuLeague. Hello Mr. Madinho, how are you feeling, man?
Hello. Well, today I'm excited for these games we are waiting for. I think we have some great games. We saw Jaeyun versus Jumper the last time I was casting, and he was showing really strong P versus P. And DoodleDoodle is no joke either. He just missed out from one spot from being in the ProLeague. Unfortunately, losing to the Russian god Lancer X. But that will also give him some PvP practice. So I think we'll be seeing a close series today.
Yeah, and we have an excellent duo for casting it because we have Zerg and Terran to cast PvP.
Yeah, and the great thing about that is that we will see at least one Protoss die, maybe 2 and 3 times. So this is very good. I'm enjoying myself.
That's perfect. That's perfect actually. I like Protosses dying, but I prefer watch them dying from Terran or Zerg, but it's fine if they die from Protoss as well.
Indeed. And also a big congratulations to Doodle and Jaeyun, also for making it into the ProLeague BSL17 next season. Meaning also Raz and myself are also in the ProLeague. So 3 Protosses into the round of 24 next season. And if you count the other Protosses in round of 24, there are probably 18 Protoss, 3 Terrans, and 3 Zergs for BSL18. So we need more Zerg and Terran in the world.
Yeah, we still have more Protosses, right? It's still because many people has been saying that this map is very, very good for Zergs and Terran, this map pool. But we can see in Google in GosuLeague that we have 3 Protosses and 1 Terran in round of 4, right?
Yeah, I was looking over the brackets earlier today to prepare myself a little bit, and I saw in the round of 16 in the GosuLeague there were 10 Protoss, 3 Terran, and 3 Zergs, or 4 or something like that, because there was supposedly be more Zergs, but one of them had to forfeit his spot, so another Protoss took his place.
Oh, so Protoss is for the replacement. But yeah, I believe nowadays we are in the stage of StarCraft development where Protoss is most how to say it, nice welcoming, or like warm welcoming newcomers or people who don't have too much time to spend on Broodwar. And like I recently started playing Protoss and I feel like meditation is very comfortable. You have 4 armies to maneuver, 6 buildings to build from, and you can play 12-minute game without a problem.
Yeah, it's stress-free to play Protoss.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're ready, Zero, I'm ready to just jump into the first game.
Okay, let's go. So the first game is going to be on Neo Dark Origin, and without further ado, let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, because my StarCraft is loading. Okay. Can you hear the StarCraft audio, Mr. Madinho?
Yeah, I was just wondering if I would hear it, and I hear it fine.
Okay, that's good. You can start the introduction.
Yeah, in the top left corner we have Doodle X1 because his nick is too long to have it twice. And in the bottom right corner we have the Black Protoss playing as Jaeyun. Yeah, that's how you pronounce his nick.
There is a guy called Beard Meets Food on YouTube, and he's also doing like sound like this, like at the beginning of so very similar to Jaeyun nickname. But PvP with the good colors at the beginning, we have this and both yellow to pick from. But do you think 2 players map is decent for like 2 gateways? Would you go for 2 gateways like, would you prefer 2 players map or 4 players map for 2 gateways?
In PvP, I would prefer 2-player map because I think we'll see, as a spectator, I think we'll see more action there than on a 4-player map. I think we will see some big engagements on a 2-player map.
Yeah, we can often see on 2 players map that players are placing the gateway in front of the opponent base very often, just and they being annoying, harass with it, and then the game turned out to be even. So yeah, you're right. Like on 2 players map, the aggression is much more expected.
Noticing that Doodle is looking for a proxy gate, so obviously both players being North American, I believe they have a lot of history between them. So he's scouting for that proxy gate in his base, and he also had a faster gas than Jaeyun in this game. So I'm not sure why, because Jaeyun is spawning in the right spot, so he has the possibility to boost his mining, and I saw he was doing it a little bit in the beginning.
You can see Jaeyun adding Zealot, same thing for Doodle, and Doodle is also scouting, so somehow he got the better outcome out of the basically mirror build order.
Yeah, I think I like Doodle's scout timing, because now he knows that he's not up against 2 gates, so he don't have to really worry about that. And Jaeyun, he still doesn't really know what he's up against. So, and now that they both have a salad out, Doodle can just camp his ramp, and Jaeyun will have a hard. Ooh, is that a Citadel?
Yeah, both players have Zealot out.
No, Citadel for Doodle.
Oh! Oh, Citadel, you are right! This is Citadel of Adun, he's going Dark Templars! Sneaky bastard.
And like I was saying, Jaeyun, he will be playing blind, so he will not know this is coming. But like, either you open Citadel or you open Robotanics, so I think we'll see quick robo from Jaeyun. Oh!
Oh, this prop will die. It has 2 more energy to regenerate. Okay, it might not die.
Oh, makes it back home. That's a great save from Doodle. It always amazes me how fast. No Robotanics.
Ooh, no scouting, no Robotanics, and we might have incredibly quick punishment from Mr. Doodle to Mr. Jaeyun.
I think this can be a quick GG, because Doodle can just send out his first DT and block his ramp with the second one. So even though Jaeyun will have the superior number of Dragoons, he can't do any damage because he can't get up.
Exactly, the only hope for him is that maybe he will be able to stall some time with those goons. But DTs are dealing so much damage that once you are not careful with your goons, then even if you will have Observer, it's pretty hard to out-micro DTs and goons.
Yeah, Jaeyun is scouting the map, but he's still playing completely blind. So Doodle could have been one gate Nexus behind this, taking the Robotanics and relying on the Reaver to defend. But
he's choosing to go for a little bit more aggressive, like build order with 2 gateways, and now he's researching range. So maybe he wants to go for more goons behind it.
We saw last series with Jumper versus Jaeyun that I think Jaeyun opened with the Robotanics quite often, but this time I'm not sure if he saw 4 gates. Yeah, this is
all in, but it will work.
I'm not sure if he saw the DT move out. It doesn't look like it, because it's nothing to hold on the ramp.
He didn't see it yet. Once the DT will shoot, he will check the ramp, he will see DT on the ramp, and he will place GG.
I think we will see a quick GG here, like you say.
Okay, we have GG.
Yeah. I think that's one of the quickest games we've had so far. Remember, Deska had a 9 pool versus Arethium, where he skipped the cannon, and that might have been quicker, but in a PvP, I think that's as fast as you can win a game without going proxy gates.
Yeah, DT is an option, and sometimes, like, if you are making double mind play, then it might be problematic because you might out mind play yourself, right? With doing some build orders.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
So the next map is going to be Apocalypse, 3 players map, picked by our semi-finalists. If you're ready.
Yeah. I believe they veto before they started, didn't they? So both players agreed on 2 maps each, and then you have like the ace match for the 5th.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sure. I don't know which games they vetoed. Sorry, maps they vetoed. But
yeah, I don't have this.
yeah.
I don't have this information either. But yeah, that's how it worked. I hope it worked this way because maybe the players simply pick the 5 maps. But yeah, usually this is how it works in ProLeague.
Yeah, LML told us it was the same in Gosu.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Okay, DoodleDoodle leading 1-0. The next game is going to be on Apocalypse. So without further ado, let's jump into the second game of the series.
And we have in the 12 o'clock position, we have Doodle up 1-0 versus Jaeyun playing as the Blue Pradas. And tonight we have Jaeyun playing as the Black Pradas at 7 o'clock. Last time I think he was playing purely white, so maybe that's why he lost the previous game. He needs to change back to his original color.
Maybe his colors are like depending on the seasons, and maybe now it's like autumn time season.
Yeah, and it's like you said, it's fall, and he wants the dark orange colors also to match the map.
Yeah, exactly.
I really like this map. I feel it's quite balanced. Even though I believe many of my fellow Terrans would claim that it's not so balanced versus Pradas because there are so many ramps and high grounds that the Pradas player can pull back to and just hold forever, like in a concave. But I believe it's quite balanced, and I also like the original map.
Ascension.
Yeah, Ascension.
It's very similar, right? But like the biggest difference I would say is this ramp instead of a small entry, a small choke, right? It's like somewhere here and here.
I was starting to think that Doodle was going to do 2 gate, but that was just him having the slower gas than Jaeyun.
Yeah, this time Jaeyun is faster, and
So
we can see that
yeah.
with both players going for the same, yeah.
Same opening. Jaeyun being slightly faster. Going to be interesting. I believe both players are going to open with the salad first, like they did in the previous game. It seems like that's kind of like the meta right now, that you open a salad just to be safe for any early pressure.
Yeah, it's better to have the zealot in case of double gateway, and it's pretty good to have the zealot when you have. Bone is showing that very often on the stream, that when he has those 4 goons and the zealot, he can do incredible stuff with it, and this zealot can tank so many goons shots if you are not macroing.
Yeah, as like a Terran player, when you're trying to kill a Zealot with the Marines, I'm not sure how many shots it takes, but it feels like the Zealot regenerates more health than you're actually causing to the Zealot. So.
It would be possible with +3 plasma shield. Yeah, it's
definitely is a buff unit.
Okay, let's see if he will intercept the scout. Doodle. Let's see what Doodle will be able to see.
Yeah, Doodle is backing off. He's not trying to trick Jaeyun, dancing to get in.
Same thing from Jaeyun. He's not scouting again and going for triple gateway.
It's same build as last game, and it's cutting gas as well. I'm not that familiar with the Protoss build orders, how fast you have to cut gas, because you see Doodle is not cutting gas right now, and it's also just 2 gates.
He's also cutting props, so it will be incredible pressure from Jaeyun, I believe.
Yeah, like you pointed out, Jaeyun is still playing in the dark. He's now first sending out his first Dragoon actually to scout. And behind door number 1, he will find nothing.
Yeah, exactly. There are no one here, so this gun might get caught.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. And like I said, like this map has a lot of height, like a high ramp advantage as well.
Yeah.
High ground. So if you like, look, now Doodle needs to be careful because he has a Dragoon on the map as well.
He has a high ground now, so nice micro from both players. Actually, Jaeyun on top of it.
Yeah, Jaeyun getting the first Dragoon, and Doodle is chasing the low one. He's red in health. I think Doodle realized that he's outnumbered and they just need to regroup.
Let's see if he will realize that this is a free gate, because three goons joined the party. Oh, he should target fire the weak one, but nice engagement from Doodle, fighting on the high ground.
Jaeyun Celos is still alive and causing a lot of trouble for Doodle. Like he.
Yeah, it might be will it be game over, because this, like, he needs to target fire this goon ASAP. Oh, and
Yeah,
Jaeyun.
Jaeyun gets the better trade. He's not hitting the right Dragoons, Doodle. So now he's picking off the wounded ones. But I think now Jaeyun is just putting his rally point up to Doodle.
He has one more gateway.
Yeah, I think he realized he's up against 2 gateways, and Doodle has nothing at home, so I think maybe Jaeyun just did it.
Yeah.
2 games.
2 quick games, and we suddenly have best of 3 out of best of 5.
Now it's 1-1 and tied up the series. And look at this, these players, 400 APM. That's crazy. You can see it though, the viewers can see it, but we can share it.
Yeah, we can see. 400 and 373, incredible.
So these guys are definitely focused and on top of their game. Of course, there's a lot of nerves, I think, involved in these games. Even though you have a lot of history, you don't really know how your opponent will open and the maps will come into play. Of course, you're playing for a spot in the grand finals where you will have the best of 7. So yeah, there's a lot of things that come to play, I think, like mentally.
So you think playing the finals can get to you and you can be nervous and not play your game?
Well, you're 1 game away from being in the money, even though winning a spot in the ProLeague BSL17, I believe, is a great prize in itself. And for me, it definitely causes a lot of relief that I don't have to play 40 games next season.
Don't you think that those 40 games would help you to like get back on the better shape?
To be honest, in all my games in GosuLeague, the first game I played that day or that week has been that game. That is my warm-up game. So I don't really care about warm-up or preparing. I just show up to agreed upon time and then we just start playing.
Oh, that's how adults do it, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, guys, so we are ready for the third game. It's going to be on retro. Jaeyun versus DoodleDoodle. Score is 1-1, so let's get into the third game of the series.
We have in the top right corner, we have Jaeyun as the black Pradas. And in the bottom right corner, we have Doodle playing as the gray Pradas, or bluish, is it?
Yeah, for me it's like more bluish, but it's those colors are awful for mirror matchup. Because if it would be different races, then it would be fine-ish. But for mirror matchup, it might be bad to see some units. But let's not complain. We still have different. It could have been worse. This is what I'm saying.
This is one of the hardest things about playing 2 vs 2, because on some maps, if you're playing random and you don't pick the colors, like you have 2 players almost being white. There's like slightly different shade of white on the other players. So sometimes when I'm playing versus Zerg, I was like, oh my god, my ally has so many Zerglings, and then it's the opponent's Zerglings, and I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, man. I miss 2 vs 2. I wish that there would be more activity on Shield Battery. That would be easy to find a game over there. That would be so good.
Doodle cross scouting. I believe he's checking for proxy gates, even because this is our first 4-player map, so proxy gate is a chance. But he's again finding Jaeyun on the first scout, so I like this, because when you have the first scout, you can just, even though you have the same build, you can kind of adjust to what the other guy is doing, and you don't you can put some weight off your shoulders. You don't have to worry about what to expect, because you know what is coming.
Exactly. He will be able to prepare, but on the other hand, Jaeyun will have this additional income advantage. But how big will it be?
I don't think we have that much to say, but Jaeyun is slightly faster with his buildings, like his core and his second pylon. So there are a few seconds, but those seconds will remove themselves when you have to move across the map. So it's not in the first minutes you win the game. I'm kind of surprised that none of the Protoss players are picking the magenta color or the pink, because I see Bonnet is always using that color, so I think he knows something that we don't know, that color definitely is much stronger than the other colors.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Protoss players who are watching Bonnie should pick up from his streams. If you can't play as good as Bonnie, just at least try to play the color as Bonnie. Just maybe this will give you some secret upgrade in your skill.
Yeah, it will definitely give you a slight advantage, and because you have the orange Terran. If you're orange Terran, you're pretty much unbeatable, and we have the red Zerg. So there's a different color for each races. So, but not everyone like myself have graduated from Broodwar color of schools. So I graduated, I think it was in 2014 when I learned the colors.
Oh, I still don't know them. I'm happy that you described it, because the bottom right color for me, this is a blue one, and probably Karolcia would say that this is also a grayish one, or some color of gray. I don't know. But
we see a 2-gate opening from Jaeyun with the Robotanics, and just a faster 2-gate opener from Doodle. So I noticed the last 3 gates.
3-gate ops, it looks like.
Yeah, and I noticed the first game, I'm sorry, the second game with Doodle, he doesn't cut gas, and you can see he's banking quite a lot of gas right now. So I'm not sure if that means that his Robotanics is late, or he just wants to hit a Nexus a little bit faster. I'm not sure if you really need to bank that much gas early on, because you do, if you are going for an Nexus, you do want to have the minerals.
He's going for the timing. He has the numbers.
Yeah, but Jaeyun gets the first shots off, and he will have the ramp advantage, just going back home.
Yeah, no chance to break the ramp, but he can take a pretty satisfactory position over here, but it seems like he's not using it. And Nexus from Doodle.
Yeah, like you said, I think just Jaeyun can, Doodle can just hold with his Dragoons. But I think as soon as the Observer comes, he's trying to break it already, because Doodle is not ready for it, so...
Oh, this is a huge mistake.
Yeah, once again Jaeyun gets off the first shots, and he gets the better trade. That's smart from Doodle, sacrificing his cell to buy some time from his Dragoon to reposition. Now he has the high ground advantage.
Yeah, he needs to target fire the goons now, block the ramp. Oh, he's allowing them to enter the ramp. I don't like it.
You can see Jaeyun is a little bit more on top of the target firing. He's checking which Dragoon has the lower HP and firing it.
Yeah,
now
now.
Doodle needs to be careful. He needs to... Oh,
Oh,
gates
four
already.
gateways. I like it. So he will have 6 goons against the river-ish. River is far away from completing, but now the problem is 3 against 1. 3 against 2.
Yeah, support bay wasn't ready yet, so luckily for Doodle, he doesn't have to worry about the river quite yet, but it's 5 Dragoons versus 4.
Oh.
Doodle have the defensive advantage with the reinforcement coming down the ramp, but Jaeyun is trading very well.
Very well trade from him. Very nicely done. Now he can back up and build an army. But nice micro from Doodle to chase those goons. But on the other hand, now it will backfire.
Yeah, I think Jaeyun is baiting him to get out of his base and get in those extra free shots. And in game 2, we saw Jaeyun just switch up with his rally fight. So now we have 4 versus 3. But I don't think Jaeyun knows that it's 4 gates because his observer has not been in his base yet.
Yeah, it's possible.
So he doesn't really know the tech behind this, but you don't have to worry about the DTs because they already had the observer. He just needs to worry about the numbers. And the longer this base is up, is the scarier it looks for Jaeyun. Because now it's 4 gates versus 3 and the river.
So it should be better production-wise for Jaeyun still, right? Yeah, because it's all like this one river should make more than like 1 gateway units.
Yeah, I don't know, but like when you see the Vault and Bonnet using the rivers, you can see the high value of 1 river and even 2 rivers versus you don't really need that high a number of Dragoons. Oh, that's a great Scarab.
Yeah, that's very good Scarab. Oh, and those goons dancing in a wrong position. This is not the place to do it, and he needs to be careful. Nice sketch on those goons, but it might cost him a little bit. Oh, this is interesting choice.
Yeah, last time we was talking about what is the dumbest unit, and we was talking about the Scourge being, but I think Dragoon being quite up there as well as one of the stupidest units because it bugs out quite often and it goes places that you don't really want it to go, and this is a great trade for Jaeyun.
Yeah, basically clearing those goons for like he killed like 8 goons for 2.
Yeah, he has 7 Dragoons still left, and the Reaver hasn't taken that much damage. So I think I feel like Jaeyun is kinda on the clock here because Doodle do have two Nexuses and can produce infinite Dragoons, but he doesn't have the tech, so he needs to be careful and have a really great trade here. Gets the shuttle.
Yeah,
it costs so much. Yeah, it costs so much to kill that Reaver, so now he has to pull back, and I think we'll see a dead Nexus here, and then suddenly Jaeyun just flipped the game.
And he has more probes than Doodle, so actually if he will have his Nexus finished, even with the Nexus up for Doodle, Jaeyun will have a probe advantage.
Yeah, Doodle, he doesn't have the tech right now, so I'm not sure how he's supposed to ever get down this ramp. When you have 12 Dragoons standing there just waiting for you.
Yeah, without the river. Oh, he has a robo, so maybe he will try to do it with the river, but it will take a long time, and he doesn't have gas.
For the first time in the game, he doesn't have gas.
But he was mining all the time, he was right with it. Oh, and he's moving out, it will be close engagement. I like those probes.
Probes as well. Yeah.
But they are a little late.
Yeah, not all Dragoons are getting down, and again, Jaeyun is having the better trade. Now he just needs to pull back, because I think Jaeyun realized the position he is in, and that is a great position. Killing the Nexus and...
Have expansion on his own. He still have a tech for the river, so he has a shuttle as well. So he can try to go for a killing blow, but he can also sit at home at base and he will be fine with it as well.
Yeah, Jaeyun sees everything, and even though he doesn't have the full info scout on his base, he knows how many dragoons there are, so he just needs to worry about that. And now the Reaver comes in, and I think that would be it.
GG!
Another quick game, and from being 1-0 down, now Jaeyun is 2-1 up, and just one game away from the grand finals.
Yeah, and he's doing it in a very, very quick fashion, micro-oriented decision like making, but very nice, very good APM from both players as well, which means that they are trying their best. This game might be a bit lower because the game was longer.
Well, someone needs to wake up Quark and tell them that Quark needs to wake up and come and tell them that APM doesn't make the player.
Yeah, I believe in that as well, but I believe
I think
you need to have
yeah.
like 250 effective APM, and that should be enough, right? But it's pretty hard to have it.
Yeah, I think you're right that like the APM doesn't make the player, and you see Barnet, he constantly lays around 200, 220 really. If he's starting to lose, you can see he goes toward 230, 240, and yeah, you don't really have to say much. And DeWalt as well, he lays around 250, 300. So
yeah, DeWalt has a little bit higher APM than Bonnie, but I would say that Bonnie could use additional like 50 APM to maybe for to spend on macro maybe in some situations.
yeah, I think Barnet relies more on his micro than his multitasking. So, well, one game away from being in the grand final. So Doodle, he needs to do something and do something quick, or this will be the last we see of him in this season.
Exactly. The match point for Mr. Jaeyun, the last chance for Mr. DoodleDoodle. So let's see the fourth game between those two gentlemen. It's going to be on Polypoid.
And we have in the bottom left corner, we have Doodle fighting for his life, fighting for the chance to be in the grand final, playing as the Yellow Protoss. And on the top left corner, we have Jaeyun, one game from being in the grand final. I did check up a little bit. I think Jaeyun actually have won GosuLeague 2 times earlier. I was kind of stalking these players to try to get some information before tonight's cast, and I believe Jaeyun actually won it 2 times.
Didn't you win it 2 times as well?
No, I won last season.
Last season only? Oh, okay. Okay, because you always haven't you played like in GosuLeague in BSL like 6, I remember, or something like this, or maybe
yeah,
I'm mistaken.
I think that was the last time I was in GosuLeague.
You've been in ProLeague ever since.
Yeah, when I had the time to play, I usually spend my days in ProLeague. My honeymoon is usually in the ProLeagues.
So usually when you have kids, it's a little bit harder to dedicate as much time as we would want to on StarCraft.
There were less Chinese players in GosuLeague, so it's much safer to be there.
Yeah, that's true. But we had a season when there was a Chinese player in GosuLeague, or 2, I believe. I believe it was like BSL17 or something like this. Pretty interesting. But we have double gateway from Jaeyun. First time mixing it up a little bit.
I do like this in PvP, that you kind of have the ability to mix up your builds, even go proxy gates. And look at this, Jaeyun is even scouting first this time, and he will see Doodle with the 1 gate opener.
I wonder if it will give some information to Doodle that Jaeyun scouted, so maybe he's playing something different, because with this build order he was starting with first 3 games, he wasn't scouting.
Yeah, and Doodle is on top of it. You can see his cross-sending his probe to see, and you will see it's not proxy gate because that probe came so fast that it Jaeyun can only be top left.
Yeah, exactly. That this couldn't be in cross position, so I like this as well. And he will see the double gateway.
He will see the second and the third cell coming out, but you see, Jaeyun is keeping him busy with his probe, so there's no blocking on the ramp. So the first cell will come in, and that will make it a lot harder for Doodle to hold this up without losing a lot of probes. Battery shield coming down right away.
Oh, this goon seems a little bit late, because normally I would say that the goons have some time to punch the zealots, but now the zealot is already in the mineral line. And he might trap it. Oh.
I think actually the Dragoon wasn't that late, because when you're playing T versus P, I know that the timing for the Dragoon to come out is usually around 3:12 or something, 3:10, if they're really fast. So I think
It was fine, do you mean?
Yeah, I
the
think
timing.
it's fine, but
okay. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the few timings I know in Broodwar. when the Dragoons come.
Yeah, you need
But
to
this
know
is
it.
Great hold for Doodle. He lost a few probes, but not that many.
Yeah, not that many, and he has a goons, he will have a range advantage, but he only has one gateway. But Jaeyun going for the Nexus behind it, whoa!
I think that's a great idea, but I would like to, I don't see any a forge quite yet, so he's relying mainly on this salad, but he gets the first hit, and you do have the numbers, so it takes quite some time for Doodle to kill off these salads, and he also have another salad in the main of Doodle, so Doodle really needs to focus on his multitasking, and that's giving Jaeyun a lot of time to get that Nexus down and get the number of cannons that he needs.
And he forced all the units to go home. That's also a pretty big advantage.
Jaeyun is going for it, he's going up.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe he wanted to scout, but he's actually attacking, you're right.
I think maybe Jaeyun had some place to be this day, because he wants these games to be over.
Yeah, maybe. The players are in a rush, but he's killing a lot of probes and causing a lot of disruption. DoodleDoodle is still only on one gateway. Nice micro. He still has a battery, he needs to remember about it. Another probe falls. Oh,
yeah,
another one.
The probes were doing great work versus that one south that was attacking the line, the mineral line. I don't think Doodle kinda realized it, but they were doing a great job.
But he will have an option to go for immediate river. Maybe he wants to go for the shuttle, and then yeah, we can see robotic support bay.
For us that can see what's happening, I would instantly go DT drop in this situation. But I don't think Doodle knows that it's an Nexus behind it. I don't think he saw it. So you kind of have to think like, yeah, river. If I get the river, I'm in front.
Okay, so he scouted at least, so he knows what he's playing against. What would you do in his situation? Instant double Nexus or something like this?
For Doodle?
Yeah, for Doodle.
No, if he goes double Nexus, he's dead. there's no window for that to ever happen, because when you have the Nexus that fast as Jaeyun has, he will pump up so many units so fast. I've been in this situation a few times playing Protoss and thinking, oh, okay, I have great time. He's going fast Nexus, I can just tack up and do my thing. And all of a sudden, he comes down with the army I haven't seen since ever. I was like, how did you get that many units? And then I checked the replay. 6 gates, that's how.
From 2 bases.
Yeah.
Mass macro, yeah, I understand. Oh, nice micro here from Jaeyun, catching one goon. He wants to elevate.
That's nice, but can he do it without Jaeyun seeing it? Oh, I think it's close. It's so close. Because look how far down those gates are, so he's kind of almost seeing the entire map.
Oh, he should see it now. Yeah, he sees it now.
No, that's so unlucky. And he's pulling the probes. I like the ID from Doodle. That's a great ID.
If he would only have river here, it would be so beautiful. I really like the idea as well, but he's winning the goon fight. The problem is that the probes are dealing so much damage.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, luckily probes don't deal that much damage to the Dragoons. It's not SCVs, you know. And this is some cute micro from Doodle
Yeah, very
lifting
nicely
up the.
done.
But
But
now he
we
needs
have
to be
4
careful.
gate.
Like, yeah, 4 gates. Saving the shuttle. That's nice. He also made a cannon in the main, so the DT drop, I don't think it would have been that much successful, but could have been if you dropped on top of the cannon and killed it off quite fast. But it's Doodle on the clock here, because he knows he's up against expansion.
Yeah, that's why he's going with 1 river. I thought that he will wait for 2.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you think you should wait for 2 rivers or just go now?
I mean, now he has to fight with those goons. Oh,
Yeah.
it's so painful. But now this is not a bad trade if he will kill all the goons. But now
But he
it
gets
delays him. Yeah.
I feel like the entire series that Jaeyun has been trading the Dragoon fights very well. He's getting the first shots off and killing the Reaver and the shuttle. And this is such a tight gap as well, so it's hard to poke in with the Dragoons and kill off the cannons.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's kind of hard to abuse the fact that that like 8 goons can come and one shoot the cannon or something like that.
Yeah, you need 5 Dragoons, 2 shots the cannon, so you need at least 5 Dragoons.
Oh, 5 goons to 2 shots. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the second thing I know about Broodwar, how many shots it takes for a Dragoon to kill.
It's very important in 2 versus 2, right? When you are busting some position and need to target fire some buildings.
Yeah, it's important in 2 versus 2 to have that knowledge and also to blame your ally if it doesn't work to bust another play. Because if it doesn't work, it's not your fault. You're doing everything right.
Exactly. I like this approach. Oh, Jaeyun is a little bit supply blocked. He's waiting for pylons. Where is the river? The river is going main base.
Yeah, but there's no Salad or Dragoon to like buffer for it. And Doodle still there's no nexus behind this.
Jaeyun will have his own river soon. Okay, we have a drop. Very quick reaction.
Yeah, very quick. One probe goes down.
Now we will have goons versus goons. Again, it looks like Doodle has more.
Yeah, Jaeyun realizes that the river is away, so he's trying to push down. But like you said, Doodle has a lot more Dragoons right now, because not all of the Dragoons of Jaeyun were together. Jaeyun has a lot of Dragoons though. He has 7, 4, and another 4 in his main, I think, so 15.
Plus, he will have a river, so it will be 2 rivers versus 1. So not...
Yeah.
It's micro-able. Oh, but Jaeyun will have a high ground advantage, so it might be terrible for Doodle. Nice micro, nice pickup on the river.
Yeah, I guess the shuttles, but the shuttles do a lot of damage, and the Dragoons do not. So, but we still see Jaeyun is in the supply advantage. And now we have slow Reavers versus up against 1 shuttle and 1 Reaver, so I'm liking Jaeyun's position in this fight, because he can just target down the Reavers.
Usually we see these proportions when the shuttle river is attacking. Ooh, but he target fired the shuttle river.
Oh, did Doom just do it?
It seems
Did he can
like
save that Reaver?
he saved it. But there are still a lot of goons left from Jaeyun. Doodle is expanding behind it. Oh, but he needs to be careful.
I think maybe he thought that pylon was the one that generates the... I'm not sure, maybe he misfired, I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe he misfired. I don't know either, but he might have thought that this is Artus's pylon as well. The probe difference is not that big for Jaeyun. He has been cutting for a while. Oh, but we have a river now. Only the shuttle coming.
No, sure. Is he trying to just like scare him off to buy some time maybe? I'm not sure.
Maybe. That would be smart. especially with the speed.
Yeah, no speed for either player quite yet. Not that we have seen. You can see additional gates from Jaeyun. Kind of his macro exploding at this time because his Nexus has been up so long. And Doodle just getting his up just before he's mined out in the main base. I think like 15 minutes is pretty much what you can do on one base before it's starting to look critical. And if you have an expansion at the normal timing, you usually mine out around the 20-minute mark.
Oh, this is a high ground advantage, but 2 rivers from Jaeyun.
Yeah, but Doodle has the shuttle advantage. Ah, loses his river. Reinforcements coming down. Ah.
GG.
I'm not sure. I don't think Doodle was in a great position, but I believe he did tap out a little bit too early. Like especially since it's the last game, and there's so much more to play for. But yeah, quick 3-1 series for Jaeyun there, and I kind of feel bad for Doodle. He had the great idea from the beginning, getting that first game, winning so fast as well, and of course that give you a lot of confidence going towards the next games in the series.
Yeah, that's for sure. So Jaeyun will be the first finalist. Tomorrow we will have the second semi-final between Raz and Mr. Madinho, who is